Hey, what's up, guys? Hope you all are doing good. I'm doing well. In this video, I'm going to talk about my portfolio update for the month of February. How much money did I make by selling options on SOXL and TQQQ? And I will show you my updated portfolio since the last week of February was really bad. It was brutal seeing SOXL going down 15%, 17% in a day. And if you look at SOXL performance over the past week, you'll see there's a big drop of almost 22%, over 21% here, drop around 23rd of February. It was hovering around $29. And look at it right now. It's at $22.83. On the other front, if you look at the greed index, you will see that it's extreme fear. It's in the market. And there was a sharp bounce on Friday around 2 o'clock when Trump and Zelensky had a brawl, had a fight, and it was funny to see, but good for the market that it jumped almost 2% within 2 hours. So it did go down over 125 days moving average, the orange line here. But then S&P 500 or market went up above it again. But still, the fear has set in the market, and that is what has been reflected here with SOXL prices as well. If the tariffs remain there and we do not see more demand for AI, and this semiconductor bull ETF may go down even further. So currently, what I have in place, if you see here, I'm selling 9 puts at $23.50 strike price, and I collected $1.12 per contract for 9 contracts. But now it is at $1.65. This is even after the hike that we saw in last 2 hours on Friday afternoon. Even including that, we are still in negative. So we'll see how this week holds. So Excel and what I'm doing with the TQQQ is that I am selling almost 14 contract I sold. Per contract I was given $16 on Friday. My return was $602 on this. It's still under the water on this one as well, minus $84 of total return. But this money that you see here, why so conservative on TQQQ, is because this is margin money. I don't want to get assigned, but what I'm doing is I sold 13 contracts here for $143. Then I sold another one for the same strike price of $62, expiring on March 7th, to get another $16. So with that, what I've been able to do is I've made $159 just from the margin money, and then I'm not paying any interest or anything like that with this. So that was the latest move that I made for TQQQ. Now let's look the total numbers of income from premiums. Basically, didn't get paid any big dividends this past week or even month in February, so I didn't include those. On a month like December, where I get paid dividends like SCHD, SPY, and QQQ that are all over $50 each. Then I basically add them to the total. But here, if you see, for the month of February, there were no dividends, but we were still able to make over $1,375 for the month. These were my option selling premiums. So QQQ, MSTX, good thing I got out of MSTX at the right time. Again, I would call it a luck. I'm not a financial advisor, and I'm not gonna tell you what to do with your money, but this is what I'm doing. And as I said, like, I got lucky and getting out of MSTX for this put. And then I sold MSTX at the same cost basis or $34. And then again, I got premium here as well as here. So it was a positive trade in all sense. But it's good to know that, um, what are all the uh, volatility impact, and what are all the different impacts that can hurt your portfolios. If I didn't sold my 600 shares at that day, if you look at MSTX today, um, you will see that it is trading at $23.58 compared to $34.03 that I sold MSTX and a 600 share. So when you are trading options, then you are basically timing the market. Of course, my long-term investments are uh, to to hold these index ETF like QQQ, SPY, and SCHD. But I do sell options to make some side income, and this is roughly about um, some some $22,000 to $25,000 of cash of my own money. And then with the TQQQ that you see here, these 13 contracts, and then these more 14 contracts here and 13 contracts here are all used from the money that I don't have, meaning the margin money. It is the money that I'm borrowing from Robinhood. So this is the added advantage. So I'm making money off of thin air pretty much. But this is what I do with this money. So other than this and this, so if I calculate this, and let's see, if we calculate these numbers, this is $274 of premium that I made from the borrowed money, and I didn't pay any interest or paid any type of payment for this. So that's good that I'm able to generate, and that's why I was saying like it is very important for me to sell extremely out of the money for these contracts that I'm selling with margin money. And so these contracts that you see, all 14 contracts are sold with the margin money. So this is not my money, and I don't want it to get executed. Currently, the stock price or the ETF price is at close to $75, and I'm selling a put at $62 for the end of the week. Since this past week, it has dropped already. TQQQ has dropped already from $90 or $85 to 75. I do not assume that it will drop from 75 to 62. There's highly unlikely. There's less than 5% chance that that's gonna happen, and that is reflected from this options. If you go into this option, you will see the Greeks here, and in delta value is roughly in layman's term, and this is the probability that I will get assigned, which is highly unlikely. 95% chances that the price of TQQQ will stay above my strike price, which is $62. And if it gets closer to it, if the price, say for example, gets on Thursday or Friday, it gets closer to 63 or $64, I will roll these contracts out again. So maybe I will sell those at 58 or 56, something around those lines. So that basically trying to avoid the assignment. So that's what I'm doing. I was able to make close to $1,400 for February. If you have not subscribed to me, or this is your first video of me watching, you can have you can see my previous portfolio performance. I've been capturing it since last June, I believe. Yes, June 2024. And I showcase all the negative values as well. So if I'm losing money, I will showcase that as well. So say for example in July, And the month of July, I made negative 1300. Basically, I had to buy Meta's put at 480. That is something that I need you to be aware of. But at the same time, months like August, September, so 1700, almost 1800 in August, then another $1,000 in September, and 1200 in October, 850 in November, and December was a good month. Over $2,400 I made there because of the dividends that got paid from SCHD, SPY, and QQQ. In January, I made over 1300, and then again in February, we were able to make over 1300 again. So in the March, we will see how it goes. I'm already in the money with my options as I showed you on SOXL. So may not be a $1,300 month again. But who knows if SOXL bounce back and goes over 2350 by the end of this week, then we would still be in positive. So that's about it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys like this video, and make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can follow my journey. This is it, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Till then, take care of yourself and people around you. Goodbye.